भाई बड़े ही इंतज़ार के बाद हम आपको ये दिखाने लगे हैं, आपकी नज़र करने लगे हैं, आपको रूनुमाई कराने लगे हैं।
कुछ पाबंदियां होती है ना, तो उनका एहतराम
हाँ, क्योंकि बड़ा
चाहिए,
एक टेक्निकल काम था, टू बी ऑनेस्ट। मैं थोड़ा सा ट्रिविया देना चाहता हूँ कि हाउ डिड दिस इंटरव्यू हैपन एक्चुअली। दिस वाज अ वेरी टेक्निकल काम। मार्वल की तरफ से रब्ता किया गया, एक तवील प्रोसेस था स्क्रूटनी का कि किसको उन्होंने पाकिस्तान में ये इंटरव्यू देना है। बहुत चंद लोगों को ये इंटरव्यू दिया गया मिस मार्वल और उनकी टीम की तरफ से। फिर उसमें मतलब इट वाज नॉट एज इजी कि हमने इंटरव्यू लाइनअप किया और इंटरव्यू हो गया, नहीं। हमारे आईडी कार्ड्स गए, उसके बाद हमारे ईमेल एड्रेसेस पे वेरीफाइड प्रीव्यू आए पहली 2 एपिसोड्स of the series के। So before the series was released anywhere in the world, जिन लोगों ने इंटरव्यू करना था उन्हें वो 2 प्रीव्यूज देखने को मिले ताकि उसको देखकर फिर वो
स्क्रूटनी इसीलिए ज्यादा थी क्योंकि ये भी बड़ी बात,
ये बहुत बड़ी बात थी। मतलब उस पे 50,000 किस्म के डॉक्यूमेंटेशन थी, उसमें सिग्नेचर थे, उसमें वेरिफिकेशंस थी। उसके बाद एक टाइम स्लॉट डिसाइड हुआ जो हमारे तो रात के कोई 3-4 बज रहे थे। फिर हमने वो इंटरव्यू किया और उस इंटरव्यू में लिटरली एक पूरी टीम बैक एंड पे, जिसमें लिटरली हमें लग रहा था यहाँ बैठे हुए कि सैकड़ों लोग काम कर रहे हैं, एक सेकंड की कैलकुलेशन के साथ ये मामला चल रहे थे।
ये तो था इंटरव्यू का प्रोसेस सारा। जनाब, मार्वल की भी कुछ बात कर लेते हैं। मिस मार्वल की, मार्वल यूनिवर्स की कोई भी फिल्म या टीवी सीरीज हो दुनिया में धूम मचा देती है और इस बड़ी कलेक्शन में ताज़ा तरीन इजाफा है मिस मार्वल का। हमारे लिए ये सीरीज़ इसलिए भी बहुत अहम है क्योंकि पहली बार एक पाकिस्तानी सुपर हीरो लड़की मरकजी किरदार में है और मार्वल की अब तक की सबसे बेहतरीन सीरीज़ करार दी जा रही है।
और मल्टी डायरेक्टर्स हैं इसमें, बहुत सारे डायरेक्टर्स ने, मुख्तलिफ डायरेक्टर्स ने डायरेक्ट की हैं। हाँ जी, और आते ही दुनिया में इसने धूम मचा दी है। पाकिस्तान में भी फाइनली अब ये रिलीज़ की जा रही है सिनेमाज में। इनकेस आप हुमा अमीर शाह को भी मिस कर रहे हैं तो वो भी इस इंटरव्यू में मेरे साथ मौजूद हैं, सो उनसे भी मिल लें और मिस मार्वल से तो मिलें।
Good to have you.
Iman, having a glimpse of your first 2 episodes, you know, we would certainly like to say before beginning the interview that we have certainly become a fan and you have done true justice to your character, to the story, to this brand, certainly. All right, let's begin.
So we just want to know, because this, from what we saw, it seems like a very typical Pakistani, you know, household. Is it a depiction of your true life as well? Any similarities you see here?
100%. I mean, I have a very similar family dynamic. I have an older brother who's very much like Amir in the sense of him being very annoying, but also very lovable. And so, yeah, and just like you know, Kamala asking her parents to go to AvengerCon just very much hit close to home for me. You know, I would have to ask my parents like weeks in advance if I wanted to go to any high school party, just get it in their minds and be like, okay. And then we would have to kind of compromise on what time I would come home, and it'd be
you
like,
know what, even
o'clock.
after having 2 kids, we still have to ask our parents whether we can step out of the home.
It never ends.
This is a very cultural thing, which I think people will come to relate.
And it's the kind of South Asian representation that we needed for the world to see.
Absolutely. Iman, do tell us, how does it feel to be part of the MCU as the youngest superhero?
I mean, it is quite intimidating. I'm working with the people that I grew up idolizing, you know, it's just, it's crazy. But honestly, being in the MCU kind of humanized all of it a lot more for me. I just, the day I saw Kevin Feige eat lunch, I was complete. I felt like I've seen everything, and so yeah, that was kind of a big thing for me, just seeing the humanity in these huge movies.
This must have not come easy. I'm sure you must have given a lot of auditions. So what was the journey like, and could you really believe, and could your family and friends believe that, all right, you have finally landed with this role?
I still can't believe it. No, but when I was 15, I read all the Miss Marvel comics when I was in high school. I cosplayed as her for Halloween. I was a huge Marvel fan, and so this thing all came from a WhatsApp forward, which is like the brownest way this could have happened. My Kala sent me the forward, and it was super sketchy, but I did it anyway. And I sent my self-tape in, and 2 days later I get a call and they're like, do you have a lawyer? We want to fly you to LA. And so the next week I'm in LA with my dad, and it was just the most amazing time of my life. I just really wanted to cherish being in that room with so many people in Marvel Studios hats and logos on their jackets. It was just the coolest coolest day of my life, and still I've experienced a lot of cool days, and I will still put that in the top.
There's
Yeah,
a lot
and
of
then
action involved as well.
Dreams actually do come true by looking at your journey. We can say that. We would love to know about your Pakistani influences, any singers, any actors that you aspire to be like or you are a fan of that you would love to meet, especially since we are talking about music here as well. Some of the music that we have heard, we will not give any spoilers here.
It's
but
very Pakistani.
It's very
Yeah.
Pakistani, which is really loved in Pakistan.
yeah, we wanted to incorporate, I'm so glad you brought up music, because that really just sums up what our show is about. It's about bringing generations together and accepting everything that makes Kamala Kamala. So we have old Bollywood, we have old Pakistani music, a lot of stuff that, is now in Coke Studios and everything, and just like mix it with modern day pop music. And so it's just, we have this wonderful mix of a very eclectic taste, and I'm so glad that we can share this, and I'm so excited
Kamala,
for
if
the Pakistani audience.
we are short on time, but if I ask you to name that one thing that reminds you of Pakistan and your time here during vacations, etc.
Pakola.
All right,
Yeah.
Awesome.
we love that drink too, because you don't find it elsewhere.
Yeah, this
No.
is a very, very Pakistan-specific thing, Iman. Best of luck, and we are rooting for you and looking forward to see more of Miss Marvel.
Thank you.
Good luck.